To tonight's recap of Dancing with the Stars.
Well, they started off with a really sexy pro dance, but I was surprised there was no Halloween.
They saved the Halloween stuff for later on in the show.
Well, Mandy Moore did the sexy pro dance at the beginning. I was a little surprised.
I didn't know she choreographed for, like, ballroom-ish stuff. Like, it wasn't straight up ballroom or Latin, but, like, still.
They were probably like, all right, well, it's all the ballroom moves, and you do a
little jazz.
All
right.
Everybody was happy, celebrity-wise, except Leah when she came out. She was all just like...
Yeah.
I guess her ribs hurt or something.
I don't know. We'll get there. But some fun faces in the crowd. Julie Chenbot.
She was just happy to be there.
Yes, and some other people from the talk, too. Sarah Gilbert, Aisha Tyler.
Chelsea Handler was there.
She's not on that show.
Well, she was there.
Of course, they were there with Sharon Osbourne.
Yeah.
Rosie.
All right, so next week they dropped a bomb.
Hide your Band-Aids, because Cher's coming. Do you believe in life after love?
Yeah. She's coming next week.
She's got a new album to hawk, so she's going to be there.
And they said she's going to make an unbelievable entrance.
I don't know what that means.
She gonna ride someone in?
I don't know.
She gonna strip off their skin and wear it like a suit?
Let's talk about this
She's gonna wear a lens suit?
Elizabeth and Val were up first with a quick step, and...
Her frame was bad.
I cannot believe the judges totally ignored her, like... that she had going on. It was, okay, when you say something is painful to watch... In this case, I mean, it actually looked painful, and I was worried for her.
I thought she was going to snap her neck.
Like, the frame just looked painful.
Yeah, but her, like... it was like a mannequin.
Yeah. So I think that kind of ruined it for me. But they gave
judges
her
liked
a 27.
Yeah. Branton Pita up next with a jive. It was all going just swell until he slipped on her skirt.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was swell up until that point. I'm sorry to be a downer. Like, it was okay for this show, but, like,
it was okay from
dance,
the waist down.
It just felt a little weird. Like, the top was a little too stiff.
It looked like an Irish step dancing jive.
Yeah, and I felt like on the bottom even, he was kind of, like, stuck to the ground in some places. Like,
I mean, he was stepping in caramel.
He wasn't really getting that jive hop in there, you know?
Well, he got a Berkeley 27.
Okay.
All right, Leah and Tony up next with a salsa.
Chelsea Handler was in the audience for her.
You're sexy, Tom.
Awkward.
Yeah. I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of Leah.
We know.
But she looks great.
Yeah,
I gotta give the girl her due.
And this was definitely one of her best, if not her absolute best dance.
I think it was her best dance to date.
She did a salsa with Tony, and they had a lot of lifts. The lifts were a little bit shaky, but like, musically and, like, musicality and everything, I thought it was great.
Plus, she had a rib injury.
Yeah, but she didn't want to talk about that, because she didn't want to be whiny.
Really?
That's what she said.
Well, I don't know if she really didn't want to be whiny, because I thought that was, like, her whole shtick, but...
All right. Well, they got a 26.
Whatever.
You couldn't give her that third 9.
I know. The week that she actually deserves it, she don't get it.
Yeah.
Her dance was pretty much crappish.
It's just how it works on this show.
I know.
So next up was Jack and Cheryl with a jive.
He's feeling fatigued. His MS is
he's not
dragging his butt on the ground.
The MS, or if he's just tired, because, you know, they've been going nonstop for weeks.
And he's got 2 dances this week, so that's a
lot of work. Well, everyone does, but,
well,
you know, it's a lot.
Not everyone has MS on the show. All right. He was too flat-footed.
Yeah, the judges were a little mixed with their commentary. I thought Bruno was correct. He was flat-footed, and it made his steps look really heavy and slow. But Carrie Ann was like, no, it was great. You were
He looked like a toddler baby. The choreography was dumbed down a little bit. I mean, what can you do?
Okay, so this is where it gets really effed up.
Really weird.
Carrie Ann gave them a 10. Yeah.
Did you hear that? Homer went, no.
A 10.
And Len gave an 8. And
I thought 8
Bruno
was
gave
appropriate.
a 9. I thought 8 was appropriate.
9 was like...
A gift.
Yeah.
10 is insanity.
So they ended up with a 27.
Uh-oh, hot dog.
Jeez. All right, next up, Amber and Derek with a paso doble.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she's another one who's just dropping those LBs.
She looks great. The dance was fabulous. If any dance this season deserved a 10, it was that one. It was that one.
I love how in their video package they were like, I don't know this week. I don't know.
They were really sandbagging. They were really sandbagging it. But what the F was up with Bruno? A 9 for this?
What? He said it was because her shoulders were like a little off.
Really?
Really? Can we talk about some other people's shoulders? You didn't say that for them.
Yeah.
It's a little ridiculous, but yeah, they got a 29.
All right. Little aside, Snickers is just happy to be there.
They had a little interview with her, and she's like, I'm like a chihuahua out there, a squirrel monkey.
I think they confused her a little bit, too.
She got a little confused, but she's just happy to be there.
I also have to say this week, she looks very childlike.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but this week, for some reason, she looked like a little girl.
When they showed the celebrity pit at one point, I was like, whose kid is standing there in a Halloween costume?
Yeah,
oh, it's Snickers.
I don't know what it was, like why she looked so short, but it just...
Did she have flats on or something?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like, we know that she's short, duh, but like this week just seemed different.
Yeah.
I think also like her attitude, you could tell she was kind of down.
Yeah.
But
and tired.
I don't know if that added
Probably
to it.
Probably tired too. All right, Bill and Emma up next with a quick step. One of her favorite songs, an Elvis song.
The song Viva Las Vegas, and I was like, oh, quick step, great, this is gonna be cool. What happened?
Elvis was on Quaaludes.
Bright light city gonna light my soul. That is not a quick step tempo.
Oh, it was a quick step for toddler babies.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what that was.
They dumbed it down, and he still couldn't do it.
His frame was not good.
They were overly kind, too, when they gave him a 23. Overly kind.
Bill, we love your attitude, but that was not your dance. I don't know whose decision it was to slow that music down that much.
Not doing that to make fun of him. It's his actual face. And it looks like our cat.
All right. So let's talk about Chihuahua, Snickers, and Sasha.
They were pretty good this week.
They did a samba.
They were pretty good.
It seemed like she had all the footwork down and everything. She had a good energy in it, but it was missing that samba bounce.
Agreed. That's the only thing I wrote down for this, except that it was good. It just didn't have the bounce.
So they got a 27, which I thought was, like, pretty appropriate for that.
Yeah, I thought so.
It was fitting.
Corbin and Karina with a cha-cha.
They struggled with their choreography all week. They weren't sure what they were going to do because they had a down week with that Viennese waltz last time.
Game of Thrones, not so throny.
Of Thrones.
Yeah. It was they gave a great performance.
But it wasn't what the judges wanted to see.
What the hell is up with Carrie Ann?
It was really great. I don't know. She said that she had espresso before the show, but I think it was more than that. I think her espresso was laced with something else.
I think she's going to be filling in for Charlie Day on Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, so it ended up being a great performance.
She even broke her bracelet. I don't know if it was on that
broke
critique,
the paddle,
but
too.
Yeah, she broke a paddle, too. 29.
Did you like this one?
I actually did.
I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it was a 29, but I enjoyed it.
I did. All right, so this week they have teams dance. They had 2 different teams. One, let's talk about the Spooky Bum Bum first.
All right.
They had a Halloween theme.
This was kind of like the underdogs team.
Yeah, this was the not so good team.
Okay, Elizabeth and Val were like
Team B.
The team captains, I guess, because they got to pick who was on the team. Their first pick was Bill and Emma. What?
What the fuck?
Yeah. So I don't know what that was all about. Maybe not the best choice.
Tony and Leah, Bill and Emma, like she said, Elizabeth and Val, like she said, and Snickers and Sasha.
All right.
What the F? Why would you pick these people? Probably just because they were friends.
Maybe, but like she said, they went with the Halloween theme, and it was a fun song.
It was obvious who the weaklings were here.
I mean, yeah, but it was fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch, you have to admit.
It was not as fun as it could have been.
I thought the parts that they were all dancing together looked pretty good, pretty sharp. Some of the individual dances, because they would do some together and then they had like each couple do a little bit. And I thought when they broke off into couples, it was a little weak, but
it was a good song. I think they were relying too much on the one little cheerleading trick at the end. They threw baby Snickers up in the air and caught her. I was like cheer perfection, but like with the baby. 27. I thought it was kind.
All right. No, I don't know. I thought that worked.
Well, in comparison to Team Foxing Awesome,
I was just waiting for Brooke Burke to drop the F-bomb, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. I know.
So his team was picked by Amber and Derek, and immediately they just went for the gold with who they were picking, and I was like, duh.
Corbin and Karina, Jack and Cheryl, and Brant and Peta, obviously the people who are left, but this dance blew the other team out of the water.
They had to dance to What Does the Fox Say?
Yeah, it's a cuckoo song, and it was awesomely choreographed. It was not a second of nothingness. It was all power-packed, action-filled, extra caloric, everything goodness.
No empty calories there?
No empty calories whatsoever. There was no one particular dance that they were doing. It was kind of a freestyle.
Well, that's what the other one was, too. It was like a freestyle.
Yeah, but this one was just all freaking awesome. It was foxin' awesome.
The guys went from wearing, like, tuxedos to full-on fox suits.
That was very good. Costume change in the middle of the dance.
Yeah.
They should have given them a 60 for crying out. Foxing.
It had that performance value, but at the same time, I thought their technique was also very good.
Yeah. So they got a 30, obvi.
Okay.
So the bottom two couples this week, Snickers and Sasha, and Bill and Emma.
All right, so I thought for sure, like, oh, this is Bill's week. It's been fun, but
and
bye.
And then I thought, no. I think Snickers is going home because she's new to the party. Bill's been around forever. And those people really know how to vote in those trailers.
I guess that's not nice.
He's trailer park guy. People love that.
It's not trailer. It's blue collar.
Blue collar. All right. Well, they can really dial phones.
All right. Well, Snooki and Sasha were eliminated.
And she took it super hard.
I actually felt really bad for her because you could tell that she was very upset and heartbroken.
And I agree.
I mean, it's obvious she didn't deserve to leave. Christina Milian shouldn't have left weeks ago either.
It's true.
You're not going to always have the best dancers staying around. It's just how it works.
She was kind of a jerk, but I really felt for her. Not this week. In past weeks. She kind of behaved like a jerk, but I kind of really... She kind of grew on me.
She's a tough broad.
Shares next week. Till next week. Much love.